Sorry. You can don't
We
be
are
that guy
live.
anyway.
Nice. Okay, let me see. Yep. Finally, it's good to be home, and we are live, I think. So, thank you, everyone, for joining today. I hope you had good time without me going live every week. No, just joking. I hope you missed us going live every week in the NMS Wonders Show. This is episode 23, and for the folks who are joining us live today for the first time, or watching this later also for the first time, let me give you a very brief introduction about the show. This show is about No Man's Sky game, where we interview some of the popular, or just any kind of figure from the No Man's Sky community. We do this in virtual reality for additional immersion and new different point of views. We usually tour 2 or 3 builds every week, and we used to do this on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, but we moved it to Saturday after doing a vote internally. So this is a show. It's very fun, comfortable, and how do we say, relaxing show where we have a very relaxed conversation. And one last thing I want to mention today is about the rebranding. So if you're joining under the VR Wonders tag for the channel, you may notice we renamed it to VR Spaceman, because I simply got bored of people calling me Wonders, and I liked to focus more on the core audience of the channel, which is space games in VR. Today's guest is a legendary builder, one of the old legacy historical builders who used to build was really hard, as she used to say. Nirwana, correct? So Nirwana built some of the most immersive builds in the No Man's Sky Wonder, and her builds got features in many articles, and I'm really excited for today's show personally to see some of these builds that we're going to tour today. We also want to mention that Nirwana have her own channel, correct? I'm going to pin her channel through the chat, and it's have fantastic videos that she created through the years. Now, I think that's pretty much the introduction. I just want to mention that we have both, Kim and Max as co-hosts today. They'll be the ones, translating to us and transmitting to us the chat, because until now, when I'm in VR, there's just no way for me to see the chat live. And hopefully, this is gonna be there will be a solution with it from Sony in the near future. That's it. Was a boring introduction. I'm really missed, going through the show and meeting you guys every week and playing in virtual reality. Nirwana was gonna show us 3 bases today. I hope you can guess already which base is the one that we are looking at right now, or the one that we are at right now. I didn't look to it yet, but this is from the lighting effects under my interceptor ship. This is already giving me the vibes that I am in the Borg structure. So we're gonna start with the Borg cube, and then we're gonna move to the Dark Fortress, the Eye of Sauron, and then we're gonna end by the latest build for Nirwana, which is I forgot the gate. Yes, the gate. So that's it. Thank you, Kim, Nirwana, and Max for waiting for me to finish all of my, rambling. I have been, quiet for 3 weeks, so I had to talk a little bit. Thank you, Nirwana. Thank you for joining. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm fine. I hope everybody is doing fine too on this wonderful day.
Perfect. Kim, Max, how you guys are doing?
Good, thanks.
Oh, very good. Barbecue weather. Let's go.
Perfect. Okay. So before we start, I just want to mention that this massive planet that you guys are seeing on stream right now with the color shifting that you just saw, it's this whole moon that we are on keeps color shifting all the time. I really forgot, how massive No Man's Sky in virtual reality is. I mean, I've been playing on Nintendo Switch, which the game runs, pretty nice on, but, putting back my PSVR 2 headset and, looking to this huge planet and rings with this color combination that I haven't seen in the game before is just a feeling, that I completely forgot and a sight to behold. So, Nirwana, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I mean, I know a lot about you, but, for the people who may watch this in the future or joining us for the first time, why don't you introduce yourself?
Well, as said, most people know me already, but for those who don't, I have started building in 2019, and I was surprised to see that it's possible to build in this game, and I was absolutely crazy about building. I learned from the best of the best, from the best of the best builders this game has to offer. And it was difficult, how shall I say, before Beyond, it was really difficult to build. Not many people did build, and you had to really get into it. It was hard, it was difficult, and I learned a lot from the masters. So, well, building, it's a passion. You have to get into building, you have to love it, and you have to, get hooked on it. It's like an inner fire that sparks suddenly, and you want to continue,
Continue building like it's an addiction. I noticed this.
Yes.
I noticed this in a lot of builders, actually.
Yes, I wanted to avoid the word addiction, but actually, I would say you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. It is an addiction.
Yes, and one thing that I noticed very, very important also for the builders is actually the escorting. Only lately I noticed that people underestimate the escorting process. I know Kim and Max, they used to spend weeks to find the planet that set the mood. You told me this one took many months. How months it took you to find this planet?
It was actually, I was looking for an atmosphere that reminded me of Star Trek, of the Borg cube, something green, dark green with a weird atmosphere and a huge planet. So I was staking very high, what I was looking for. And it took me almost 9 months to find this spot.
Oh yeah,
It's,
9 months.
crazy.
9 months. So this is that's actually crazy.
Yeah, I wanted it dark green, something because, the Borg, everything, it's like I wanted to have this effect and I wanted to mirror this in the build actually. But yes, I just needed to feel that's it. this is the place, this is where I want to build. Yes, indeed, I have become very fussy, I must say so, because I want to have some harmonious interaction with what I'm building. It just needs to fit. I need to feel home with what I want to do. You will always see that whatever I'm building, I am building this with intention on a specific spot. And as you can see here in the back, we have this huge planet, which looks absolutely stunning on this height. If anybody would like to make an orbital, this is what I can actually tell you guys. A little tip. If you want to build an orbital, just find a system that has many moons, right? Go visit those moons and see, if there's a huge ringed planet or another planet around, and then find the perfect spot, electricity, you go up, okay, you build up, and then you have an amazing view. It's an additional plus point to whatever you're building. This is a tip I can give you guys. You should always look for something amazing like this view. This is absolutely stunning.
Thank you for the free tips, Nirwana. Guys, Nirwana, as I mentioned, have her own YouTube channel. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to convince her to start streaming again. Correct, because every time she talks, she gives a huge amount of tips, and I believe she will be, really a helpful guide. But don't let her, how do you say, her honest impressions deceive you, because already before the stream she tricked me already maybe 2 times. Correct, just be careful when you're doing this. So before we enter, Kim, Max, anyone in the chat, we need to welcome. Any questions, comments before we start?
Yeah, we got Joy Roth, we got Solier, we got Dash, we have, let's see, sorry, my chat's
Got Zabs.
glitched out. Got
Hey,
Zabs.
Joy, Solier, and Dash. Hope you guys are having fun. Thank you for joining. Zap, thank you for joining also. We're gonna miss the Zaps, bottles. Oh my God, something already opened here. So I want to mention
don't
that.
go in yet.
Yeah, this
Don't go in
bridge
yet.
here
Don't go in
is
yet.
giving the feelings for Captain Picard, correct? Because they have this kind of bridges, and somehow you really nailed the colors. I mean, I don't know, on flat screen how you guys look and see this, but in virtual reality, the lightings do a massive, immersive experience, and because you can touch pretty much everything, if you can just trick your mind, you feel you're there. I really miss this. I really miss that, and I originally we planned to have Nirozi today and Nirwana later. But Nirozi is still on vacation, and we switched it, and then I didn't really mentally prepare myself because I didn't know which places we're gonna go to. But yeah, let's go.
No, don't go in yet, because you missed the point outside. You see this, maybe you tell them the message module. What does a message tell you?
Yeah.
They can't see it on screen.
Yeah, I think I disabled my HUD. Let me turn it on and see the message. I remember, resistance is futile.
Futile, yes. Resistance is futile. It's a small detail, but I think it really fits the thematic. And if I may, before we go in, tell you a bit more about this build.
Yes.
You have to start somewhere, right? It's a cube. It's not that difficult, to build a cube. Everybody can build a cube. And at that time, I remember lots of people were building the Enterprise. I think we have a whole fleet of Enterprises now. And I told myself, nope, I want to build something different, because I didn't see a Borg cube. And I was thinking, okay, building a cube is something that everybody can do. So how do I build this different? And if you're looking at the exterior of this cube, I had, only the old items. I mean, we got a lots of new items, but this build was built almost 2 years ago. So I did not have all those new items to build. So I had to go with the old stuff. And I needed to find a possibility to make the exterior interesting that would say Borg, something artificial, something, built by Borg. And it took me a while to figure this out. I made the build originally much, much bigger. Okay, it was way bigger than that. And then when I started, I had one side already filled, and then I started calculating and told myself, girl, if you want to continue on all sides to build exactly like that, it's going to be too big. You're going to pass easily 3,000. So I had to stop. I had to take everything off, and I had to build it on a smaller scale. And the exterior took so many pieces to make it interesting, interwoven. As you can see, it's on top of each other, it's sliding into each other, and depending to the light that the planet gives us, the atmosphere also. If you can pan around a bit in the camera around the corner, I can see it. Yes, you see. Stop. You see the EMG. Mm-hmm. You see how the colors are changing. You see they're blinking now, actually like purplish. You see?
Yes.
Normally they're white, but as you can see it here, it's not supposed to be purplish. At the moment, it's supposed to be green, actually. So depending to the time you are playing in the game, it's either purple or it's green. And there should be an EMG. Let me see if you can find the EMG. It's a bit to the left. You should find an EMG on the build. And the EMG also has a different light. It has a different light than what we're used to. It's a bit to your left, Meha. No.
Well, yeah, I went to my right. See, I'm completely disoriented here in from the scale of this cube, to be honest, because it's like it's frozen in time, correct? Because you usually see these Borg cubes moving, and it's just in the air.
In the front, you have like greenish accent. You see this?
Yeah.
Everybody? Okay. So the greenish accent you get actually all over the whole build, depending to the time. And you have to I think, because for me on my screen, okay, it's the big planet is pink, and the build at the moment is in darkness, and for me it's green all over. Okay. I added actually green pill lights. Right? And you can't see it. They're green pill lights. Those little purple lights you see are not purple. They're green.
Interesting. So the color shifting is playing some stuff here that my basic mind cannot really understand. But yeah, everything here changes colors all the time, and it's very very interesting how all these things are happening.
Indeed. So if you want to build something, check, sometimes you see, the planet looks like a waste planet, not interesting. You're wrong, actually. Go check the atmosphere. Go check maybe the caves. Sometimes on very arid lifeless planets, you can find amazing caves, or like here, you find an amazing atmosphere. So if you see a planet that doesn't look interesting, go have a second look. Go make sure you go and check it out. So the exterior of this build, the Borg cube, took me like 90% of all allowed building parts. Can you imagine that? 90%.
Oh my God. So is it empty inside?
No, almost empty, I must say so.
Okay.
I was so far off. Okay, I was really far into the build, and I told myself, well, I wish I could do more inside, but the most amazing stuff is actually the exterior, and I just used gray, white, dark black, and green pale lights and EMGs, and that's it. And it all came together, and of course the entry door. So, yeah.
That's great. It's showing a lot of dedication on your side, Nirwana. So let's go in, because I'm starting to be very curious. And,
okay, you first.
We can keep talking inside also.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead.
I'm gonna follow you. I'm not gonna be dragged there, twice.
No, that's the whole idea. Go first. You are the host, so go first.
All right, let's see. Okay, so all these things switched when I'm trying to enter. I can't enter. No, I can enter. Wow.
Yes, you should be able to.
What are we looking at here? Oh my God.
I didn't make a normal entryway, guys. It's supposed to be confusing.
Like all of your builds, I'm gonna fall down. Yeah,
yes.
I fell down.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. The thing is, the Borg cube is actually trapping you. The Borg cube you cannot get. It's trapping you, and then you fall to the floor. Okay?
Yeah. Why? This is always happening to me. Okay, inside, this is completely insane. How come it become way bigger when we go inside?
It's big. Listen,
massive.
Guys, this build is actually big, and I love to work with cubes. So the initial structure, if you're looking up towards the door, I left the cubes inside because they make the whole build more interesting. I left the cubes. If you're looking at it, maybe you need to put some light on, or put the sun at a different angle so it shines a bit more onto that. Depends. Yeah, so they can see better.
Yeah.
You see all those cubes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you intentionally made me fall down here.
Yes,
and then
indeed.
Yeah. Getting trapped is not. I think I'm slowly gonna have some phobia from being trapped in virtual reality. I by default don't like horror games, but falling down was not cool feeling. But somehow I'm really getting the feeling of the Borg here. I mean, even the ways that the cables stack to each other, these blue ones, and an idiot who got here with a construct, skin already, correct? So I am already ready to have my kidney or my brain, transplanted and replaced. So, but it's massive from inside. It's really, really big, and I expect at any moment to see Borg people coming out of here. Kim, Max, do we have any questions from anyone on the chat? Do we need to welcome anyone who joined us?
So far, same crowd. Just everyone's pining over the lovely details of the exterior and interior.
Yeah.
So Lear wanted to know if it's an infested planet down below.
No, It's actually an ice, like an icy planet. It's, it's not, let me see, what does it say on discoveries? It says weather eerily calm, sentinels sparse, flora absent, fauna none. It has salt, rusted metal and copper on this planet.
It's low atmosphere also.
Okay.
Because I
Noisy
jumped.
neighbors.
Yeah. I jumped and I was able to easily be very, very far. The interesting thing is that when you look from outside, you think it's small, but when you go inside, it's really massive. And me turning on the torch doesn't help the effect of me feeling I'm already inside the Borg cube. If Captain Picard, correct, actually sees this, I think he will die from happiness. Yeah, we should tag him with this episode, and he's on Twitter still. So, Nirwana, you didn't tell us, correct? Where are you from? I mean, your accent, correct? I think I know you are from Switzerland, but you have some interesting, how do you say, interesting background and interesting personal life. Do you want to share? Is there anything allowed to be shared here?
Yes, of course. Well, I have been living in the United States for a while, actually in Bethesda, in Maryland, which is just above capital town, Washington, D.C. So this is maybe also influencing my English. I do speak German, Swiss German, French, some Turkish, and I speak also some Dutch. So I guess it's the mix.
Wow. Turkish. So we can say mutashakkirin. Is it Turkish?
Well, you can say merhaba, nasılsınız? İyi. Tabii, merhaba, abi.
Oh my God. And why do you learn too many languages? Is it a passion for you? Do you enjoy languages?
Yes, I like languages. I mean, I wish I could speak a bit more Arab, I must say. So, inshallah,
That's
so
easy. This is easy for me. I can easily teach you. Your character is so scary here in the Borg Cube. Why you have the most scary character in the whole game? Look at this. It's actually matching the theme here with the tubes coming out, correct? And with all of these, frozen Borg people getting ready to get out and, kill us all.
Yes, as you can see here in the short-range teleporter, I used, I'm sorry, there is no 7 of 9. I can't make boobs, guys, so I have to use what I have. So this is like, some Borg resting in an alcove. But yeah, I wish I could have built more elaborate. But yes, this is exactly 3,000 pieces, this build. It's exactly 3,000 pieces. So I made, you won't be able to get out there.
I'm just taking a look.
Because this is it's supposed to trap you.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you happy with me all alone? Not scared?
and this is the core, correct? What is this?
Yes, it's like a core, and if you're panning around, you will see it's. I said, listen, guys, I used so much on the exterior to make the exterior the way I wanted, and I didn't have, I must say, not anymore enough pieces to make the inside really the way I wanted to. But I have a good entrance, which is interesting, and it traps you, and yes.
Wow. The interesting thing about base buildings, that I noticed is you guys are artists, correct? You build your art and you leave it there. And then what happened is that because No Man's Sky keep updating the game, adding new effects. When we see it now, you visit it, it's completely different flavor. So you added these portals in the past, correct? And now
Yes.
they have way more effects that been added. I don't remember when. I think probably with hated, waypoint update. I'm not sure. And in VR, I don't think you ever imagined that this is gonna happen one day, because in 2019, it was not even supported or little support to VR. In VR, these effects of these 4 portals with the color shift, with the green lights, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't really I need to find words, to try to explain to you guys how does being here right now feel. But that's the interesting thing. That's why, we try to give this new experience, because these effects from the portals is, with the color shifting, is just mind-blowing.
Thank you. Well, listen, I mean, I didn't update. When I build, I leave the original in place, so people can see how did she build like 2 years ago or in 2019 or whatever. How did she build? How did she build with the materials that was available? And as you can see on the walls, those are the legacy floor plates and wall, and I love to build with cubes. I would encourage you guys that when you're building, have a second look at the cubes and the pyramids and the slanted pieces, because there's amazing things you can do with those. I know it does not look like much, but it does have an impact if you build with those. It's easier.
Yeah, listen to Nirwana, guys. She is an expert. My construct is scared like hell. I mean, it had his leg, shaking, you see, it's scared. You see these decorations here looks like scorpions. I mean, I think you have a love-hate relationship with scorpions, or they also look like alien interceptors somehow. Very interesting.
Well, it's actually just EMGs. And as you can see, they glow different here also.
Yeah. It's very interesting how every single piece here is glowing, and there is not too much flickering, correct? I was afraid from the flickering, but somehow your builds are, even though they are 3000, I didn't see any flickering in VR so far, except my construct legs, the only thing that's flickering. Don't worry, buddy, we are gonna get you out of here. Just take it easy, man. All right.
Yes. So, I mean, I did make a video of this build. Unfortunately, of course, I could not use original music. This is not possible, okay, because, of copyright and blah, blah. I used a different music. But on my channel, you can see, how I made this into a video if you're interested. And the only way out of here is if you fly up. There are spaces you can go up, out.
Oh no! Okay.
It's the only this is the only way out. There is no way out on the sides or in the front. It does not open. It's both black.
Are you out already?
I'm out.
Oh
Just
my
fly
God.
up. Don't worry.
Apaya is gonna have a lot of fun.
He's here. He's watching.
You just joined, yeah.
No, I learned the trick, man. No more 60 years in hell.
He's here just to watch you suffer.
Yeah, no. I learned the
Like
trick.
a little bird told him.
Thank you for joining,
you made it,
Apaya.
you made it.
Yeah. So last, before I leave, I had to do 3 videos, and the co-hosts, really helped me with putting them in short time, and then one of them. I had supposed to go out something similar to this, but in VR it was so hard, and but I learned the trick. Really, I want to thank Abaya for teaching me how to do this in VR. Even so, he doesn't even have a VR headset, so It was really interesting, and I'm gonna put a video for all the players who suffer in VR soon. I'm working on a long guide. Okay, so let's go to. Oh, I almost fell down. Let's go to the dark fortress, and
Yes. Yes.
and take it from there. Max, Kim, what do you guys think about this build? What's your thoughts?
I'm loving
Oh,
the
it's
way
fantastic.
it's. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm
it's
loving
good.
the
Go
way
ahead.
it's situated with all the different planets and the color shifting. That was just genius stroke there. I love to incorporate the environments too.
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
really like the use of the cabinets on the exterior. That's being a big fan of tables, and you can they mesh so well together, and the legacy metal, you get a free strip of color with your nice slab of metal, and you also get that little bit of lighting on the underneath, right? So that's why you're getting the lighting effect without having to embed as many lights into the structure, which is you can get away with a couple here and there, but yeah, a lot of newer builds you see, well, they did add that as one of the updates where it seemed like a lot of embedded lighting was causing flickering for a lot of people across pretty much every platform, but it depends. I noticed upgrading to next gen as well. The next gen consoles want to try to process all of the lights that you've embedded, but I found that the older gens, like the PS4s and the One X's, they didn't really want to, and you didn't get as much flickering. So I've noticed that it's sort of a trade-off where if you want to get more out of it, there's a bit of a push and pull with what you're able to see. But yeah, it's a nice balance. I like everything from the entranceway to it does. Someone mentioned in the chat that it has like a TARDIS feel. I think Zabs said that it doesn't look like it's going to be that big, and then when you guys finally got in there, it was like, whoa. Makes you realize that it's very easy to hit 3,000 parts when, even if that was a couple floor panels wider or taller, it would be like, another 800 parts easily. So yeah, I could see how that hit 3K in no time.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here. You can warp. You can.
I'm
coming.
I'm coming. Just taking a last look to the Borg cube, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, the interceptor ship, correct? The interior of the interceptor ship with this color shifting is actually more like it was designed to be, a Borg ship, because it have, very similar technologies inside, and it have a Borg theme to it. So that's something that's really beauty about No Man's Sky, is that when we go and visit the old builds with the new ships and after the new updates, they get this feeling of the art when you have a painting, and few years later you go and check this painting, it feels different, and it looks different because it was built in a different age. Now we are in technology age, correct? I think 2 years in technology equal to 100 years when we don't have technology. So it's very interesting actually for me coming here with the interceptor ship, and if Enra joined, he's the one who gave me the ship. I really want to thank him for that. Okay, I am in the anomaly. I'm gonna rejoin you there.
Meha, if I may say so, you have two choices now. I know the next build we're going to visit, you might have some trouble because you might fall down, okay? So either you join me the normal way, or as you have been already there, you should be in the big portal, you should see my build, So depending up to you. Are you feeling up to it? Are you sure?
Yeah. I have seen.
Bring some donuts.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure, correct. And actually, Kim really, I think, wanted to join us today in person, but because I came here before, I know it's very hard to even climb by myself, and And even so, by the way, Halo games, they really reduce the impact of multiplayer. Really the best thing for me that they have done. It's still very easily to get, to fall down. So hopefully it's gonna be a smooth experience all the way to the top. Let's hope so. So guys, this is the Dark Fortress, correct? It's inspired by the Lord of the Rings. So Nirwana, why don't you tell us a little bit about this wine dark planet? That's interesting about this build. Oh, I crashed. Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to Mordor, baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the beauty of
Welcome
using
to
Discord.
Mordor.
Using Discord, I don't have to worry about the stream being cut off.
So, okay, how shall I explain that to you guys? I was invited by a bunch of friends to build here. And this planet, I didn't find it originally, it's not me. But when I landed, nobody uploaded. So it said, that I discovered it, how that goes. And I asked the guys, well, what do we call it? It looks like Mordor to me. That would be really cool to build here. So everybody agreed, and they said, well, Nirwana, this spire is yours. Okay, you're going to build here. This is your spire, okay? ER burrows, so, some friends. So this is your spire. Build whatever you want. And of course, with Mordor, I only had one thing in my head, okay? So, please don't forget, these are legendary builders here. I don't know if they uploaded lately and if you can see the other builds. Okay, I don't know. But, Telepath and Wrong Sparks, ER Burrows built here. And, big builders, names of really, big builders, Drizzletech. It's very interesting. So I got invited here and they said, just, Nirwana, go and build there. I said, okay, fine, no problem. It took me a while to just get up this spire because it was very, very tall, okay, and establish a base. So I knew that I wanted to build the Eye of Sauron. I didn't have a clear idea how to build it, I must say so. But I told myself, okay, well, you can do it, girl. Just go ahead and build. So, yeah, it was very hard to find, to find something that fits the Eye of Sauron. At the end, I managed to build it, and the eye itself was a very, very big pain. And I wanted to make sure that when I'm building this, when I'm building it, the build isn't friendly. Usually you visit a build, there's a parking spot, it's easy to get there, maybe you get a bit lost, but this build, it's the Dark Tower. Everything on this build says, go away. That was the whole idea. I wanted to build something that says, go away, you're not welcome.
Can I run away now, or I have to be trapped up first?
Well, look, guys, I know I'm a builder and everybody's welcome here, of course, but I needed to make this tower really dark, really different. Not easy to get up to, to the top of the build. If you fall down, guys, it's a very long way down, So, yes, it's an unfriendly build, but it needed to be like this. It needed to have this atmosphere of this planet. It needed to be like this.
Holy
shit. The
I
effect
remember
of the build.
I remember
is
this
like that.
place. Yeah. So I'm already upside down, and probably I'm gonna fall just before I actually even come out.
No, No, listen, I'm a friendly person. So if you can see there on your right, there is a small ledge below. Okay, guys, you're going to be landing on your side. If you're getting out of your ship, you should be landing on top of your ship, okay? If you fall down, there is, like, as you can see, there's a tiny ledge which could, serve you as, a help. So there are lots of little help, places that gets you up there. Okay?
There is no stairs, Nirwana.
Hmm?
There is no stairs.
There are stairs on the side. There are actually 4 stairs on the side, but you have to fly up a little bit. There are no stairs immediately for you to get up. That means you need to go into camera mode and really have a look. How do I get up there? I mean, come on, Frodo, took him such a long time, the poor guy. So yes, I'm sorry, guys, I didn't make it that easy for you to get up there. But it's interesting. So,
My
Joy wants to know if this was a
regrets
feature
this.
build.
Sorry, Kim, can you come again? Repeat again, sorry.
I was asking, Joy Roth wanted to ask Nirwana if this was a featured build in the anomaly.
Yes, I mean, no, actually never. None of my builds got ever featured in the anomaly. 0. I have never had a featured build. I don't know why. Maybe they don't like it. I don't know. But no, I had never a featured build.
I am top of the world. If I look down, oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. Okay. So let's try to start.
The build actually got featured, but in Eurogamer, on the news, Eurogamer, it got featured there. I had a journalist that came actually over to feature the build and everybody else's build. So yes, it was featured by Eurogamer actually.
Yeah. But I tried to, it will be good if you put the links because I tried to read it to get some, understanding on what I'm getting myself into. But I couldn't find it. But it's gonna be a long way up.
If you fall down, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. I'm sorry, I didn't build any stairs all down. You have to look up. You have to find your way up.
Oh, I am back to point number 1. Okay, no, that's not my ship. Okay, so I will try to go from here. So
if you see there the stairs.
Yeah, I see them. I just.
There are stairs. It's a bit higher up.
Yep. I'm coming. I just want to say that this is very creative, making people life hard, but in the same time, it's also, giving the feeling of the Lord of the Rings. Really, I didn't really like the latest, Amazon Prime Lord of the Rings thing. It didn't capture me the same way that the movies have captured me. And I'm slowly starting to read the books. But I would have never, ever imagined to see this inside No Man's Sky. The amount of stuff that I have never imagined to see in No Man's Sky is more than the amount of stuff that I think I was going to see in No Man's Sky, correct? Who thought I'm going to see this? I mean, how in hell you got the idea to build something like this? It's crazy.
And
look to the side of the sphere, guys. Look.
I used slanted pieces, I used cubes, I used the cylinders. I mean, it's, I just had to find a way to build it. Nobody did it before. So I think the worst thing I did or had to do actually is the eye itself, because I used pill lights and I used 2 glass floor panels, which I squeezed on each side. You will see it later on the eye, how it was, how it looks like.
Yeah, I
So
will
I
reach the
had
eye
to do it.
eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry.
will get there. I mean, listen, you had a choice. You had a choice
No,
to go
no,
through
correct.
the
I'm just,
portal.
I was gonna relax, put my hand here on this thing and scratch my head a little bit. But yeah, just keep going. I'm coming. I'm coming. I almost fell down. Okay, keep going.
Hey, Abaya says you should push him down, Neri.
Personally, I'm a very friendly person. Okay, the build is not friendly, but I'm a friendly person. I'm really nice. I only nibble. I don't bite, so no problem.
See, Nirwana, correct?
No.
In the horror movies, the bad guy will always say, "I am a very nice person." So you always need to be scared from the people who say that they are nice. We need to see this by ourselves, correct? So
your
far you
ordinary
trapped me
friendly
in a
neighbor.
massive cube, and then I have a feeling I'm gonna fall down sooner or later. Oh, I made it.
Whoa. You're almost
I was gonna
almost
die
there.
from the excitement. I made it to the stairs. There are stairs, guys.
Yes, there you are. You made it. Imagine, great. You
There you
made
go.
it.
Perfect.
Meha,
Those stairs.
Meha, I told you already, the good girls go to heaven, okay? The naughty ones, they come and go as they please, So, yes, I'm a bit naughty, I think. I start falling down. Are you falling down? Careful.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why I'm
Here he
taking
goes.
so long to reach down?
Yes, guys, it's a very, very long way down.
I want to
There he
cry.
goes.
If I
Oh,
cry, I
30
can see in
30 seconds.
VR. Happy Solar. Who wanted to push me down?
Soren.
I didn't.
He got his wish.
I hope you had fun. Okay. So
happy that
I
I think-
interrupted you, Nirwana. You're explaining about how you play the parts, but Kim, Max, you guys, any questions from the chat? Anyone we want to welcome who joined us late?
We had a Matheny join. And yeah, other than that, it's been same crew
Thank you.
laughing at you falling.
All right.
Now people want parkour while you fall.
And
Maybe not while you
guys,
fall. I may have embellished that a bit, but
this was discovered 3 years ago. Oh my God, I'm getting old.
Abella says falling down by yourself doesn't count. He wants Neri to push you.
Why? Why?
But then parkour as well. That's my request.
Oh my God.
It's fine.
This time I
Back-
fell
I
down.
there.
Back to Mordor, people.
As soon as I landed, I fell down, but I fell down on this thing, so I'm happy. Okay, at least I know the way. That gave me a little bit of headache. This huge fell down. I jumped before in VR from a fighter, but the point is that mentally I was prepared. And the worst thing is when you fell down, when you are not mentally prepared. That's the problem. Because your mind doesn't really, respond that fast. You just respond to the panic that you're falling down. And there is just these dark vibes about everything in here. Everything is like in bronze and black and nightmarish, correct? But I think I can I go directly from here? Let me go one more up and take one more circle. So Nirwana, you're explaining the process, correct? And I cut you off. I'm sorry for that. Do you want to resume how you place the plates on the top? You're speaking about the eye.
Yes, of course. That's no problem if, we talk with each other and it's not a problem, if you're falling down and then, we get off the topic. So not a problem. So yes, I used, that build was like 3 years ago. It's here already for quite some time. And I used 2 floor panels, glass panels, and I squeezed slanted pieces and a cube in between. And then I had to find a way for both sides to add the pill lights. And at that time, every time I took off the glass panels in between, some pill lights came off. So it almost drove me crazy, because now you guys, you have it much easier when you're building. But at that time, if you took something off, sometimes other things went with it. So it was a really big pain to build the eye, because I put it back on, I put on the pill lights, and then, when I took the glass off, until everything stayed, I have no idea how many times I reloaded. It was really crazy. It was very difficult. And the nice thing here is that when it starts raining, when there's a thunderstorm, the eye changes the cables. I mean, as you can see, at the moment, the cables should be like brownish red, okay? And when there is a storm, it's changing. The cables become blue, the way we know them, okay? And with the bloom in the rain, it starts raining now. I don't know about you. I think, wait a minute, it starts raining. No. It looked like when it starts raining and thunderstorming, then the eye starts actually to blink because of the bloom.
I hope it rain. I mean, it always rain, and when you don't want it to rain, and it never rain when you want it to rain in No Man's Sky. Let's hope it's gonna give us a rain here. We can wait a little bit, but when I want to, to the night mode here, just take a look to these guys. It's a sight to behold. Yeah.
Enra dropped in.
Sorry?
Enra's here.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Enra.
Hey,
Long
Enra,
time
thank
no
you for
see.
joining,
How
buddy.
Are you?
How
are you? Long time no see, Enra.
Yeah. Thank you for joining, man. And thank you for
Abaya's leaving us. He says he has to go eat some ice cream.
Damn, that sounds good.
Perfect. No, everyone, really, guys, thank you for watching. I know we had done a rebranding, and then we changed the links, we changed the timing, so it's kind of a miracle we have people watching. I think it's just everyone want to see the Nirwana magic, but this is sight to behold. Really
that
nice
angle that
image.
you had from right there at the clouds and the stars, and
Yeah,
Wow.
just amazing.
Wow.
that is the shot right there.
Yeah. I think I have went so far, and I had to get close. I almost blinked. Oh my god, I almost fell down. Oh.
Yes, be careful a bit in the middle. Be careful. There are spots where you can fall down. I mean,
Of course, I'm
if you
used to
go
this
below
now,
the
correct?
eye, actually protected. You are inside the structure. It recognizes, even if there are so many open spaces, it still recognizes as a structure.
Yeah,
But
but
yes.
you are a nice girl. Let's not forget that, correct? So there are places to fall everywhere, but don't forget that we are nice. Yeah, no, and Nirwana, this is a wonderful structure. I mean, the thing that I remember Joy was saying is that when he's building, and also Kim mentioned, is that they get a song in their mind first, and then they try to translate it to a build. What from process mind perspective, you get an idea, and then you start, or how do you start? But what inspires you to start the whole process?
The fortress, well, I mean, as I said at the beginning, is that I was invited here by my friends. And as soon as we had the name, I just knew what to build. I just didn't know how. I just had to figure it out myself. And this structure is built to 90% out of cubes, out of slanted pieces, of cylinders, to 90%. So as you can see, you can really build interesting stuff with with cubes and pyramids and slanted pieces. And I just started. I put on the top of the spire, I put my base computer, and I was thinking, okay, how do I make this now? How do I start? So I started building. It came along nicely, and I needed to make the walls left and right so it looked correct for the eye in between. I needed to find the right spot to build the eye, the size, so it's not too small, not too big. I just needed to you need to figure out, how big everything needs to be so it's correctly. And above we have this huge planet with like 2 moons that is right above with this dark sky. So it looks great, and the height is amazing. You have below worms. I mean, sometimes if it starts shaking, that means a worm is jumping below. You can hardly see it because it's that far down.
Yeah,
it's worm. It's a worm planet. But otherwise, you have those robotic animals on the planet.
Yeah, I saw them when I fell down, which also very unique and rare. The strange thing here is that this looks perfectly aligned, and I'm not a very good base builder. I'm not even a base builder at all, but I think getting these lights aligned was very, very hard, especially with what you mentioned. When you remove one part, automatically it will remove few others. Do you remember?
Yes,
it painful?
It was a nightmare. Actually, for me to build the eye, it was a nightmare, because every time I squeezed the pill lights in between. Okay, onto the floor panels which I put up. I squeezed them on, and every time I took off the panel off, it removed also some of the pill lights, so that I got exactly the same pill lights on each side, and everything stayed with the cables. It was a nightmare for me to build. I didn't give up. I told myself, I can do it. I reloaded. I don't know how many times until actually I had it. But it was difficult, guys. I mean, nowadays you can really be happy that building has become easier. There is almost no collision anymore. Remember, at that time when I built this, we had a huge collision, which forces you actually to build different, because certain items have a huge collision, and it was tough. It was very tough to build the eye. But I made it. I didn't give up. I told myself, you just have to continue and, to make it, because I wanted it like this, and I made it. But yes, it was tough.
Yeah, every time I look up, I fall down, so I need to be sure that I keep watch my footage where I'm standing. I really hope, I think, it may not rain. I really hope it's gonna rain, because I think raining and plinking is something gonna be sight to behold in here.
Indeed.
But really, the interesting thing, is how how much dedication you put in this, which every time really make me feel strange, because people who watch these builds on YouTube, they watch the pictures, but 9 months to score for the perfect planet, and I don't know how many hours and how much many times you hit your head in the wall. This dedication is just it's just very very good. I mean, this is why some people are, I think, are more successful than others. Being dedication, trying to solve the problems that you face. Keep going. You fall down, you try again and go up. It's a very good example, hopefully for for everyone to follow in real life also.
As you said earlier, it's a bit of an addiction, I must say. So
Yeah.
it is a kind of addiction, to be a builder, and specifically when you learn how to glitch build. Seriously, guys, I mean, come on. Before in 2019, glitch building was so hard. Please believe me, some people know it, some people don't, but it was really, really hard. We had like a tier 4 glitch, like we called it. It took me 20 minutes just for one glitch. That was like, oh my God, 20 minutes for a single glitch.
I know why it's not gonna...
It's going to start raining, rainstorm approaching.
Yeah, but I think I need to turn on my settings or something so that so it will rain, hopefully.
Yeah, it just said rainstorm approaching for me. At least for me, it said so.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, look, the sky is getting more cloudy.
Oh, it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. I think it's gonna rain.
Keep the eye in your. If there's thunderstorms below, very, very low, okay, the eye should be starting to blink. It's because of the bloom, guys.
Oh yeah, it's blinking. I see the blue lights. It's actually the rain here with the color shifting going through the eye is something I have never experienced before, because it looks like it's raining gold everywhere around me. Let me just put my hands here and see the rain going through my hands. Oh my God.
The blinking actually really happens when there are lightning. When there is lightning coming up, then the blinking is really happening.
No, I'm just touching the golden raindrops. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see this on the stream, but the raindrops are, when they go through the eye, they become golden, correct? And when they reach my hands, they actually go through my hands. It's wonderful. I'm not sure if there is thunder yet.
I didn't see any yet.
I don't see thunderstorms. I'm gonna try.
No, I don't see any either. Hopefully we get some thunderstorms. That'd be great.
Is the difficulty impacting this for some reason or no? I think no. So this is
I don't see the thunderstorms don't always happen, guys. But if you come to visit, look out for thunderstorms. If you see the thunderstorms below, you will be able to see how the eye, because of the bloom, starts to blink actually. Yeah, now it starts. Okay, I have seen some lightning. So for me, it's blinking, guys.
Let's give it a few seconds. I'm really
for me it's blinking.
the rain. I really,
on the PS5, for me, it started to blink.
All right. I'm just gonna go up to see if there is any thunderstorms down. Why there is no thunderstorms for me?
Oh no.
It's still raining. That's a good news. So hopefully it's gonna get some thunderstorms. I think I came here on flat screen, but it was on my main save. I'm just gonna go here and maybe increase these things, just hopefully it allow me to see thunder, because this is my show character, so I put everything on easy, and it's still raining, but I still don't see any thunder. I think you have the video where it was showing.
I mean, I saw it. For me, it stopped raining now, and I had lightning. I saw it flicker. But once more, guys, each and every build I make, I always make a video. So you can always find me on Nirwana SAO, on YouTube. And I made a video that took me also eternity to make it, to get the perfect everything. And I got lucky, and I think the video came out very well also.
Yeah, I have seen the video, and I think, I came here before on flat screen and it was flickering for me, but I hope it was not just my settings because I didn't see any thunder. So let's do a time check. How long have been on, guys, Kim and Max? Are we almost at 1 hour mark?
About an hour and a quarter.
Okay, perfect. So let's leave all the nightmares behind us and go to the next build. The raining alone was a magical experience. Really, Nirwana, thank you, because seeing these golden raindrops falling through my hands, it's like, something I haven't seen before in virtual reality or in real life, correct? But let's give a big clap, correct, to the dark fortress. Good job. Now, how can I reach my ship, by the way?
Thank you. Let me see where I am.
Is there any way I can reach my ship, or I have to fall down again?
Well, you just look down, find your ship, and then you slide slowly down. That's possible. You just slide down slowly.
Kidding me? Okay. Okay. That's.
You should be able to make it.
That's Come even on, harder than going up. Oh my god. Where is my
Yes, I'm
ship?
sorry, guys. I'm just a weird builder. I don't always make it easy. Some builds of mine have, nice parking. It's easy going, but this build very specifically is different. It's very different. So, yep, indeed.
So my ship is there. Let's see if I can. Yep, I made it.
Yes, you can.
Oh, so happy to be back to my ship. So this the last build is on a different save, correct? So I'm gonna rejoin you for multiplayer or join you through the normally new multiplayer session.
Give me just a moment. I have to land. I found myself mid-air. I have to land also on this build. Where the heck is it now? Why is my base? Oh, there it is. Okay. Right.
Kim, Max, what do you guys think about the eye? The great eye.
Excellent.
Did you guys see this golden rain? Was it visible on his stream?
I did. I could see it, yeah. A little blurry, but
that was wonderful.
I'm ready. I'm happy if you like it, guys. But yes, I really, each base I make, I try to make it different. I try to make it interesting. Depending also to the planets we have, the atmosphere, everything else. I just try to do the very best of the builds.
We can see that clearly, Nirwana. Perfect. Okay, I'm coming now. This is the gate, correct? This is the latest build, and it was part of the community activity that you created. Why don't you tell us a little about the whole initiative? I think it was very successful. I've seen some of the very nice builds.
Yes, this is the latest. I found actually something that's a bit similar to the planet for the Borg cube. It's an icy planet below with an amazing view also. And as usual, I'll try to build something with a huge planet in the background. It always makes it more interesting, as I told earlier, when you're building an orbital. I am the head of the Pan-Galactic Builders Federation. And I have called out to everybody, to all the builders. Doesn't matter, when I organize this, like Chimera, like everybody else. I always say, well, everybody's welcome. So don't worry about if you're just a starter. It doesn't matter. What counts is the fun. So I called upon the builders to build an orbital, and many came. Max came also, so I'm happy, with his tree, and everybody really built fantastic bases. So when you come and visit here, please go and visit all the other bases. So yeah, I think it came out well, and it was well received. The Pan-Galactic Builders Federation has the oldest and the most prestigious builders that No Man's Sky has, actually. Not everybody is still active, fully active, but this was our idea to create a home for us and for the master builders.
That's interesting. Retrieving the activities of the Federation is really cool. Is it more of a civilization or just community?
No, it's just for builders. We are actually, the oldest, like an association of builders. We, to bring us together, it all started with a handful of builders, and we said, okay, let's start something together. And I was the only lady. I was the only lady that got invited to be with them. So I felt really proud being at that time being invited to the master builders. So indeed. And here also, wow. It's I don't know. It's a home. We needed a home. Okay. It's not I must say it's not accessible to everybody, because you need to know the techniques. You need to have built several bases. So it's on invitation only, and we decide who is joining us. And you really need to be a master builder.
It gave me the vibes of the Lego. Correct, master builder titles from the Lego movie. But guys, correct, if you really want to join these experts, reach to Nirwana, and hopefully she'll be able to guide you on how you can join them. Falling down one last time, hopefully, from my ship down on this platform. Now this is new stuff, more sci-fi stuff. Again, a lot of color shifting here, pink, greenish, which is starting to make me a little bit dizzy, to be honest. I haven't seen this many color shifting in a very short time, but it's still so cool. That gate, correct? I think it's a great feeling, correct? That the game provide, to allow community members to come together. Open community activities for everyone. I know, Max, you guys are doing some activities soon for Chimera. I know Kim and also the Katina Empires are doing very similar. Apella was doing, Apaya was doing a couple of them through the Royal Space Society. The number of civilizations and communities that are available in No Man's Sky is just showing how deep connections the players built with the game, and all of them so far, or the majority of them, are very, very friendly. Even if some are just dedicated for pirates, like our pirates hub civilization, or some of them just having the scene of sitting and drinking wheat, like the No Man's Sky high civilization, or any kind of interesting cool civilizations, a group of people who want to sit together and have some fun. It's just cool. And now look at this orbit platform.
Orbital build.
Orbital build. Let's say it one more
Orbital
time.
build.
Orbital.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Well, I must say that this looks very similar to where we have been with the Borg cube. But please believe me, guys, you don't find systems like these very often. Actually, you don't find these very often. And when I found this and I needed to have a system for the orbitals, I wanted the people, that when I invited every builder from all the corners, from all the different hubs or whatever, you are all free to join, when I'm calling for a build. And I wanted them to enjoy where I built the Borg cube, I'm all alone. But in this system, which is very similar, I wanted people to actually being able to build here an orbital and to enjoy the different color, variations we have here. It's not exactly the same like in the Borg cube, depending to the time of the day. But it is also very interesting, and a lot of builders have never experienced that in a different atmosphere you have, the items and the color of lights behaving differently. So I wanted to enjoy, that the people enjoy the same possibility.
So you mentioned the gate, correct? The name is the gate.
Yes, it's
gate for
the gate.
What?
Well, I leave this open to you. You need to switch a bit that's one of the points from this point on. There are a lot of details in this build, a lot of different details you will see if you're looking at everybody a bit below. I supersized the bottom. If you look a bit further down, the bottom of the build, actually, I supersized one single item. You can do this even on PS4, PS5. We can supersize things, and it looks cool. Yes, if you can see at the bottom, in the middle of the build, there is a single build that, a single item that is supersized at the bottom. Exactly.
It looks like a small, tiny city trapped up here.
Well, if you're talking city, I wish we could build cities. I think already 2 years ago, I asked at Hello Games, please give us cities that we can build. Let's say you can find wild base computers. You can find them, but just make let's say wild base computers in a different size and a different color. And if one person activates it, let's say it jumps out like a city center, and then 16 people could actually enter into the same base computer, and everybody gets allotted like a specific area where he can build. Let's say like 5,000 pieces per allotted slot. And just imagine how cool this would be if 16 builders are building, and when 16 builders finished the city, it would give like a dome, like a sheer dome over the whole thing to show, yes, the city is finished. And this would be so cool, being able to build cities like that. But we don't have it yet, I must say so.
Every builder dream. To have cities.
The thing is, we only have 20,000 per character that you can build, and 3,000 per base. if you build more than that, visitors will not be able to see everything. I mean, they will just be able to see 3,000. If you're not there, if you are there, they will be hopefully able to see more than that. But otherwise, if people visit alone, you can only see 3,000, and 3,000 is for some people already a problem. So
I love this build a lot. I can touch a lot of stuff, but a lot of people have been complaining about the build limits. I'm sure Halo Games, we know the engine is very old, correct? I think, there is limitations for sure for a reason, and especially that they still support hardware that are very old, and some of these builds get uploaded and loaded on stuff like Switch. Imagine, correct? So yeah, so let's see how this goes. So any interesting stuff you want to walk me around here? Is there any? Thank God there is no traps. I think your mood improved lately. This is very pinkish, nice, cool. Build with a lot of interesting
it
stuff.
depends. Change the time of the day. You should change.
All right.
You should change yep. And funny wise, I don't know why in VR the floor panels, they should be light blue, white, but I can see in VR they're like pinkish. I don't know why. They should actually be. It's not pinkish, guys. If you're here without VR, the floor panels are like white, bluish, and the middle also shouldn't be so much pink. Actually, it's really strange
showing
that you
yellow
get
when
this,
it changes the time in the day. It's showing it a bit more yellow and green, but the floor is showing pink. Yeah, I don't know why. Do I have any filters on? Nope, it's the same. It's the main filter.
Yeah, just try to put it on a different time, maybe the time of the day.
Let's give it a full.
It's strange that you get so much pink in it. And
why do you hate pink so much? I thought you were a nice girl.
I'm not a pinky girl. It's not that I hate it, but
there is a new Barbie movie out there.
Well,
are you gonna
guys,
go and
the
watch?
Reality it's not pink. The build is not pink. The floor, the light floor panels are light white, bluish, and I don't know why it's like this for you. You get a complete different. But yeah, so guys, please visit. And there's many listen. If you look at it closely, you will see a lot of details. That the middle, the gate, I also put this together, and it connects with the round part at the bottom to interact as if that would be a power core. So to power up, I wish we would have more, parts that we can make, movable. Just imagine that middle part would be spinning. And yes, if you look closely at it, there are many different details that you can actually see.
I can't catch the core. It's a little bit far. I hate this. Let me see if I can come at a bit close. I'm outside of my play area, but I touched the core. Yeah. No, so when I'm here, I see more green and more yellow, and less pink. Mm-hmm. You can feel relaxed, correct? No pink in here. Go away, pink. Bad pink. Okay, we are good. So
well, it's actually like the middle, like I said, the middle is supposed to be like whitish. I mean, it does have some pink in it, but the real middle should be like quite light blue, white, and then the outside is a bit pinkish, and those little moons should be like white also. But depends. Yeah, it's lots of details.
Yeah. All right, I think. Go ahead.
I don't have, I must say, I don't have a video out of this one yet, but it's going to be soon up. So you guys actually get to see a preview.
Soon. Yes, you're gonna see this soon. I'm happy I'm the first one to show this on video. Yay me.
Indeed, yes, you got a special spot here on video, actually.
Yeah.
That you can, I mean, some people tweeted some pictures of this belt. That's fine. But yes, I didn't do the video yet. And I built almost 80 builds. If some people don't know me, I built almost 80 builds. So you have a huge, variety of builds you can see on my channel. And I always try to make it interesting. The videos like the builds. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I also really hope that you guys are getting interested into building. You can always connect with me. I'm a YouTuber, but I prefer to connect with people in game, actually. So yes, I am approachable. I can teach you. Just, try to get hold of me and I will tell you, okay, we can meet together and I can teach you some stuff that's, going to put you in a different perspective when it comes to building. And I want you to enjoy it and I want to everybody, get this same feeling and being happy. And the more you build, guys, the better you will become. And this is my idea. My YouTube channel is it's not work for me, or I don't want it to be work. It's just there actually to upload my builds so people can see the videos, have fun, and be inspired. But I mean, if people subscribe, okay, fine, happy. But you will never ever on any of my videos, you will never see that thingy. Please, push the bell or click to subscribe. I don't do this because I think people should have a free will to decide, yes, I like it or I don't like it. I subscribe or I don't subscribe. I will never, ever tell you, please subscribe, push the bell, push this button. I don't do that. I think people are clever enough to know when they like something or not. Simple.
Right? Yeah. But we have to do this. That's me. The people who don't build, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Push the bell, and press the like button.
Yes,
now for Nirwana,
subscribe and like the video. So yes, please for Meha do it.
Yeah,
so.
Nirwana channel is in the description, guys. If you haven't already taken a look, please, you will be impressed if you go there. I think we're running out of time. Kim,
we are.
Yeah, Max, anything you guys have from the folks in the chat? Any last comments from your side? What do you think about today?
Hey, Joe wants to know what she does for a living.
Oh.
Me, I'm actually into finance and commodity trading.
Who could have guessed that? Tell me, correct? Who could have guessed that?
International finance. I do legal structuring when it comes to, the contracts and everything else. So sometimes I have to travel a lot and, I don't have that much time at the moment, but yes, I love No Man's Sky. I love this game and the creativity you can have here. But yeah.
Perfect. Any other questions from the chat, guys? To Nirwana? Guys, as Nirwana mentioned, she's really approachable. When I reached to her, I didn't know her at all, and she really welcomes the idea. I think Kim or Joe recommended her to the show. Anyone who want to be a guest on the show, there is a link in the channel to just book an appointment, and I'm gonna reach to you. There is no exclusivity here. Anyone is welcome. As soon as you have at least 3 builds, you can be featured on the show. Kim, buddy, what do you think about the orbital station, the gate?
Oh, well, it's fantastic. I was looking forward to seeing this one. I especially love the little thing that's in the middle there of the gate.
Yeah, it still looks for me like a small, shrinked city done by Rick and Morty, correct? When he used to build the whole city to power down, I think his car battery or something, correct? So this reminds me of it. It looks like a very tiny city, and I can imagine these lights are like a small people who are working inside. Maybe we can shrink ourselves and go inside them because that's how virtual reality tricks our mind.
Actually, you can shrink yourself, guys. If you're building a small, the roamer, you can shrink the roamer to mini size, and you can actually get into a mini roamer and drive around. I have, if I may mention this, I have actually some tutorials on my channels where you can learn that. I have been teaching a lot of people face-to-face, one-on-one. This is what I love most. But of course, people ask it, can you put up something on your channel? Can you please, I learn better this way. I said, okay. So I have a few tutorials, which is really easy to follow on PC, on Xbox, on PS5. I will teach you the basics slowly and with good light, and you're going to have fun, guys. So please, if you want to learn, either contact me personally, or you can learn from the tutorials. But yes, I prefer actually face-to-face, because in their voices I can hear then people, oh yeah, I got it, it's cool. But if I make a video, a tutorial, I can't hear that. So I'm missing this, the interaction with people, I must say. But you can learn it, guys. It's not that difficult, okay? Yeah. Just try, and you're going to be having so much fun. Yeah, and the more you build, the better you become, And there was somebody had a question here. Anything in the works? Actually, this is my latest build. This just finished in July. I have something I started, but I'm not quite sure, how this is going, because I'm in Chimera at the moment. They have also a light build. I would prefer maybe to start there something if I have still some time, to be with them at Chimera. These are awesome people. And I would like to build maybe something there if I find some time. So actually at the moment, nothing
take all the time you need.
The link for Chimera is in the channel, guys. If you check, this is an awesome civilization that I'm also a member of, proud to be a member of. Sorry if I interrupted you, Nirwana, but looks like people can still fall down even in here. I almost fell down a couple of times already.
Oh, come on. It's so much more safer here.
So much more safer? Oh, come on.
Come on.
Okay.
How safe do you need it, boy? Seriously.
No, I like to walk without falling down, because, we are, 10,000 feet, above everything else. I mean,
come on, stop. Look, you can fly here. This is the perfect atmosphere. You can fly forever without effort here, not like on the other planet. It's so effortless, guys. Seriously, it's like floating in space somewhere. So don't worry, be happy. You can make it. It's easy.
Yeah. I like the low atmosphere ones. Okay. Any other questions from the chat? Anything else?
Says jump.
Come again? Sorry.
Everyone's just laughing. Everyone's telling you to jump.
Yeah. It's like my favorite, dancing song. Ta-ra-ra-ra-ra, ta-ta.
And Bella said Nirwana should get a Steam Deck, but I think that was the only other comment. But
well, yes, guys, I'm sorry. I actually don't stream, I must say. So I see myself as a humble builder. Maybe in the future, I know I say this to so many people already, maybe in the future I'm going to stream. Who knows? Maybe I will.
I will convince
So,
her, guys. Don't worry. She will stream, correct? Don't worry. I will stay on top of of that until
you're going to stay on top of me? Are you sure?
No, just on
And
top of
thank you.
that.
Well, it's 18 plus, guys. So,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Meha, don't get red now, okay?
Yeah, no, my character is a steel character. Nothing will happen to it. It's a
Sorry, I am
construct.
a construct. I plead robot. That won't save you from
But anyone else,
alleyway
feel free
robot
to
hookers, will
support.
they? No, sadly, the alleyway robot hookers, they're there for everybody. We all played
Well,
Fallout anyway.
Thank you, guys,
That's okay.
that you enjoyed my builds, and I hope
Yeah.
that you enjoyed the tutorials. And I said I am approachable, okay, guys. So anybody who wants to learn, be my guest, okay?
Yeah. I'm still recovering
Yeah.
from the last
Meha, you
blank.
too. Meha,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah.
to seriously. I'm going to get you on your hands, and we will meet together. And I'm going to make a builder out of you. How about that?
I will be so happy if you can
One day.
teach me.
One day.
Yeah. I'm going to catch you. I'm absolutely going to catch you. I'm going to show you a few things and make a builder out of you. What do you think, guys? Should he do that? Should he be a builder? Should I take him under my reins and show him how to do it?
He could make his own set, and then wouldn't that be something? A little camera. Could have people. There'd be lots of opportunities. You could build anything, right? But I think if Miha had his own studio that we could sit in, I would just die. First, die with laughter, and then B would be like, "Yes, you did it."
Yeah, Meha, I'm
like-
going to get you. You will have to listen and to learn, and you can stream whatever, and it's going to be fun.
I'm
hooligans you hang out
so
with.
interested in learning how to build. I think it's going to be an exciting thing to do in VR, and also it's going to help with the show because I'll be able to ask more technical questions. Correct. Right now, for the short term, I depend on Kim and Max to ask these kind of questions because they're both great builders. But let's see how it will go. Okay, I think we really need to wrap it up because it's really getting dangerously late, correct? So, Nirwana, thank you for joining. Kim and Max and everyone who joined us live and watched us or going to watch us later. Thank you, guys. Probably I'm going to try to see if, people is on. I want to try to do this raiding approach and raid his stream. So I'm going to wrap this up and maybe we can go and join them. And there's also today's a memorial for Zeuk, correct? I'm also trying to stream. It's going to be very late for me, but I got invited to stream it in VR. I put the link to it on the Discord channel. I'm going to see if I can join it there. That's it. Thank you, Nirwana, a lot for your time today. Thank you, everyone, and thank God I put this
guys.
for plus 18. So I'm so happy I done this in advance. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have fun in game. Start building.
Start building. All right. See you, everyone. Bye bye.